Hey guys, Nate here. Go Kart's Gone Fishing, back at you with another video. I think at this point I should probably be lawnmowers are going fishing, huh? Let me put my beer down. It's another scorching 100-degree day here in Florida, fighting off mosquitoes and storms and working on lawnmowers. So this is the Craftsman that I picked up for 60 bucks from the scrap guy. I'm gonna give you guys a quick tip, man. If you want to flip mowers, lawnmowers, go out and meet you a scrap guy, and they'll bring you mowers all day, every day. I mean, if you need a mower, they'll find it, they'll bring it to you, they'll sell it to you for cheap, because they're just going to get scrap prices for it, which is probably 20 bucks for this mower. So let's go over what we have done so far. I've been messing around with waxing the hood, if you can't tell, and I got her super cleaned up. I took off the gas tank, cleaned it out. I didn't like how that little plunger was sitting in there, so I JB welded that on. New fuel line, new shutoff valve, new fuel filter, new oil filter. Carburetor is not new, but I actually ordered one because this thing runs really good, but it's got a little hiccup in it, and I had already ordered the carburetor anyway for it, so it'll be here. Yeah, it's got a fresh oil change in it, pressure washed it. There's some old wax that I didn't clean off. So a common problem with these things is what the heck is that? This one here had, so when you cranked it up and let off the brake, it wanted to creep forward. And what I did to fix that is there is a bolt right there in the center of the screen, and I loosened that bolt and I put this in neutral, and then I took a hammer and tapped it back, tapped that bolt that way, this way over here, until and actually what I did, I apologize. So what I did is I put a block of wood up here. I didn't unplug the seat. I was lazy about that, but I put a block of wood up here like this over the seat. There's somebody's doing some weird kind of drilling or something. And then I put a ratchet strap around it just so it thought somebody was on the seat. Then I started it up, and then or I had it on jacked up too, so the wheel was spinning, you know, wheel's going forward and it's in neutral. So that's when I loosened that bolt and hit it with a hammer until the wheel stopped, and then I tightened the bolt down, and that has pretty much fixed it. When you go from reverse to park, it still wants to creep forward or backwards, and all I got to do is just bump it forward a little bit and put it back in neutral, and it stops. So that problem's fixed. The steering on this thing was super sloppy in the top, and what it was this bushing right here that goes down on there and sits in a little hole, and it was wore slap out. So you can see how much play is in there. So I ordered another one of those. It was $10 on Amazon, not hard to find. Got that coming. New spark plug also. Bald Eagle 242 showed me how to glue these seats back on, which I'm using liquid nail is the only thing different that I used, and he used sandpaper and an emery cloth, and what I used, which I put it in my toolbox, what I used is this. I went over all the surfaces with this wire wheel, and it scratched it up real good. I just kept putting it in forward and in reverse, forward and reverse, and scratched up the thing real good. Hold on. Ugh, I had to sneeze, sorry about that. So yeah, so after I got it running good, which it'll crank up right now on idle, I think everything's kosher. Oh, let me push the brake in. Hear that hiccup in it? That hiccup is what I don't like. That's why there's a carburetor coming. So yeah, I got the seat getting glued down now on the top. I already did the inside and everything, and next I'm gonna glue it to the bottom. Should be fine. all kosher. But yeah, I paid 60 bucks for this one, and I should be able to flip it really easy. I got a new battery in there. Let's look at the deck. So the deck problems were, let's see. Okay, so the engaging spring and everything, the spring was broke for one, and this wire is fraying. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. So I ordered one of those. I believe that was also $10. And then on here, this brake shoe was actually over here, which I don't know how it got over there, but it was all bent up. So I took it off, straightened it out, and now when you engage, it pulls it off. I also had to tighten up the nut on the back of here. This is weird where that spring attaches. This is something I still gotta do. Where that spring attaches, it had completely pulled through the hole. Like that's a lot of engaging and unengaging. So I'm gonna have to either, I was thinking maybe put a good washer on there or just weld that closed. Probably just weld that closed. And then that'll be fine. All the pulleys are good. Everything spins fine. That's rubbing on here. Now it's rubbing on that pulley. Everything's good there. All the wheels are there. There's no real big rust on here. Spindles are good. Belt's decent. Blades were shot. So I got blades. Oh crap, I gotta order blades. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, so this thing, might actually get a seat cover also for it, because it just makes it look so much better. They sell, I think they're like 15 bucks on Amazon. So once I get that glued down, I'll put a seat cover on it and buff it all out like the hood looks here. And that one will be mint. I might do a little bit of spray painting, touch it up, spray paint. Oh, I put 2 tubes in these tires, because remember these tires were flat. So I got 2 tubes in there. They're now holding air. And that about wraps it up for the Craftsman. So we'll have to see how it runs after the new carb. If not, you know, I might be chasing another issue, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Because that thing has a Nicky carb on it. And they're garbage. I hate them. They're so hard to work with. The Gravely, I mowed my grass with it. Nice and well cut there. Only problems with it is every once in a while, I don't know if I need to idle down before I disengage my belts or what, but this belt keeps flopping off and going underneath here. It could be stretched. I'm actually probably going to order a new belt for it and see if that fixes the problem. Besides that, I got the new hydraulic hose on there, and it's good. I haven't done any touch-up paint yet, so don't say nothing. She cranks right up for the most part. Runs fine. Let's drive it down to, should I take it down? No, I better not. Because I still got to fix that belt and put that belt cover back on. Still want to order a seat for it. We'll see how that goes. Let's walk down here and look at this piece of crap Husqvarna. Alright, so the Husqvarna is pretty rough. You can see scratches, some rust coming through. I kind of polished on this side a little bit just to see what it'd do. I mean, if you look at this side and look at this side, you can definitely tell the difference. But it's all scratched up. The grill's busted up real bad. 2 bald front tires. I did get the pigeon toe out, so that's one good thing. I still haven't welded that tire. I figured I'd work on one at a time, so I took this one out here because I could drive it, and took the Craftsman up there because I figured I could sell that one easier, faster, with less money invested. But this one I got running too. It's Cold Courage 22 horse. I got it running, but it also runs like crap. Now I think it could be the valves, or it could be the carburetor, so I'll probably order the carb and check the valves when I get a chance. I did kind of halfway glue this seat on. It's on there. It's just, it doesn't fit very good all the way around. Like, I don't know how it ever even was on there. I guess that foam shrinks after a while. I stole the battery out of this one for the Craftsman. But this one runs and drives and mows. It just runs like crap. It needs tires. Needs work on the front end. So yeah, that is what it is. I'll have to This one, I really do want to get all this crap right here fixed on it. It'll at least, there's a big old dent right there. It'll at least look a little better. And yeah, I don't think it's got 1,600 hours on it, but somebody had mentioned, Bald Eagle 242 had mentioned somebody might have left the key on. Because 1,600 hours on this thing, that sounds almost like it would be at the end of its life. And the engine really doesn't look too bad. I never did look at the blades on this one. I could probably steal the blades off of this one. But nope, it needs blades too. Damn bugs out here flying in my face. But this deck's in real good shape, so it'll be worth fixing up. Transmission works, starter works. Oh, the starter. So on this one, I was having trouble with the starter slipping. And I took it off and I took it apart, and it's actually got like this rubber on the gear, on the starter gear. It's got like a rubber backing, and then on the bottom, that bendix that pops up, that spins, is made of metal. And when I was looking at it, it's just metal to rubber spinning. And so what I did is I scarred up, I took a screwdriver and I scarred up that metal piece because it was like polished. And it's like supposed to grab on that starter, on that rubber part of the starter. So I put some scratches in it with a flathead screwdriver and put some sandpaper on it and ran it on my bench grinder just to make it have some kind of rougher surface. And once I did that, it engaged perfectly. Boom. I also put the valve cover gasket on there, which I swear it looks like it's leaking. Look at that crap. It is still leaking. I do not know how with a brand new gasket on it. It is leaking oil. But I have another gasket. We'll figure it out. Son of a gun. Well, I cleaned up the fuel system on this one. I put new fuel line on it. I think I put some new fuel line on it. But I don't know, man. I paid $170 for this one, I think, which was a freaking mistake. I should have told the scrap guy to take that one to scrap, bud. Let me get all the good parts off of it, and then you could have it. Looks like oil splattered all over the front of it. But yeah, I actually took the C10 to the parts store today, drove it a little bit. Had to put air in all the tires. Got the new windshield in, y'all seen that already. I gotta put my windshield wipers back on there. It's become a storage bin for other people's stuff. That's not my motor, this is not my go-kart seat. Yeah, so that's all my all I got to tell you on this video, show you on this video. Hopefully the next video, this one will be, oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. I sold my Troy built zero turn for $650. And then I also sold him a Husqvarna weed eater for $40 that I got fixed up and running, which was all free, by the way. That's all I got to show you on this video. Hopefully this thing will be all put back together by the next video. It's Sunday now. The parts are coming Monday morning, so by Tuesday this thing should be back together and ready to mow. I would like to thank you all for watching, and hit that like button for me, please. All 13 of you. Thanks for watching.